Welcome to another dose of Debb, where it's all about revolutionizing the inner woman, changing our mindset and doing away with the negative perceptions that we have of ourselves and embracing the power that lies within, which will spill over into how we see our sisters. And then ultimately, we will change this world. My name is Debb Houston, the creator and host for this amazing opportunity. I am beyond blessed by your presence and your decision to join me on this journey to embrace the totality of who we are. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an inspirational speaker as well, and I'm the author of 3 amazing books. The first book is Father Knows Best. The second book is Celebrate You, the Phenomenality of You. And my most recent book is entitled Style on the Inside. Each book will empower you, encourage you, and challenge you to be better, to do better, and to live better. And they can be purchased on my website, www.deborahrhouston.com. Before we get into our dose for today, thank you for your support, your words of encouragement, your love, and for tuning in on last week for the inaugural segment. The response was absolutely overwhelming, and there really aren't enough words to express my gratitude and my appreciation. Thank you for every text, every phone call, and every email. I really thought that my phone was about to explode, but seriously, it was amazing. All of the social media responses, thank you. I know that this is just the beginning, and that as we continue, that lives will be changed, women will grow stronger, hearts will be healed, and that our spirits will embrace the power that lies within. So again, to our return listeners, welcome back. And to our first-time listeners, welcome to a dose of Debb. At the very end of this dose, you'll be offered another chance to receive an exciting gift, as well as the announcement of the winner of last week's contest. So you want to make sure that you listen to the very end. This is the place where you'll be empowered, enlightened, and edified as we're reminded of who we are by changing the perception of how we see ourselves, doing away with the negative things that we've been told for years, dropping that baggage that we've been carrying, and finally releasing our spirits from the handcuffs that have hindered our shout and hampered the truth that we are indeed powerful. This is the place where you'll be offered practical principles, positive reinforcement, words of wisdom, life-changing lessons, and that little extra push, that little extra dose that you need to get you through, to take you over, to get you beyond, and to assist you on your journey. If you recall, last week's dose was that you are your responsibility. I talked about how we run ourselves ragged and we neglect to take care of that inner woman. And while we're ripping and running here and there, our spirits are malnourished and dying for our attention. So it's important that we learn to take care of, feed, and nourish that inner woman with a meal plan that will assist in her overall growth. I also mentioned the importance of knowing who you are and identifying with the remarkable person designed in the creation of you. And so I want to continue talking about how important it is to understand who we are and ultimately embracing who we could be. When I was younger, I hated my first name. Though I didn't have any say in the matter, for the life of me, I could not understand why my parents chose the name Deborah. I didn't like to hear people call me by that name. I remember as a child wanting to change my first name. Even now, the majority of people that know me don't refer to me by my government name, but they usually call me Debb. However, as I've grown and matured, I've learned to embrace my name. Even though I prefer the shorter version, which is Debb, I no longer cringe when people call me Deborah. And here's the reason why. It's because I've learned to embrace or reclaim my name. And that's what this week's dose is all about. Reclaiming your name, because it's who you are. Whenever you hold a claim on something, you're in essence saying that you own the rights to it. It belongs to you. And because it belongs to you, and because you have possession of it, you have the authoritative right to determine how what you possess is treated, how it's spoken to, and in what context it should be used. Now, all of us have a couple of things in common when it comes to our name. First of all, we weren't given the opportunity to offer our opinion about what name would be placed on our birth certificates. Also, chances are when it comes to your name, generally speaking, within this great wide world of ours, there's going to be another person that has your name. I know there are 1 million plus Deborahs running around, and there are those who even prefer to go by the name Debb. But when it gets right down to it, I determine the definition of who I am. I mold and shape my own identity. I have the power to set myself apart from anyone else that just so happens to go by the name Debb. I define the one and only Debb you have come to know and to love. And it's the same for you. You are the one and only you. You are the one of a kind you. You are unique. There will never be another you. And there's something about you that sets you apart from everyone else. So in knowing that, why do we settle for cheap imitations of who we are based on a flawed perception that was generated by someone that never even took the time to know your name? Why do we allow another piece of dust to determine our worth by plastering a label across our hearts that leaves our spirits functioning on a dollar store mentality? Why do some of us waste the blessing of a 24-hour day living as a carbon copy of someone else instead of appreciating our phenomenal selves? It's because too many of us have traded in our name for a label, a fixture, a title, and a cheap imitation of who we were meant to be. And here's the for real deal, because then when folks step to us or talk to us in the wrong way and call us out of our name, then we get bent out of shape about it because we teach people how to treat us. This week is National Teachers Appreciation Week, and here's a shout out to every educator past and present for dedicating your lives to teaching students day in and day out. But here's a shout out to everyone because truth be told, again, we teach people how to treat us. We instruct them on what's acceptable and unacceptable when it comes to who we are and what we're willing to tolerate. Every day we're schooling people by our actions and our responses, by what we say and what we don't say. But how can you teach what you don't know? If you aren't in tune with who you are, then that's what leads us to allowing folk to mistreat, abuse, misuse, underestimate, overlook, and kick us to the curb. It's because we have yet to reclaim our name. So brothers, do me a favor. Before you step to any sister and call her baby, sweetie, sugar, or honey pie, take the time to get to know her name because it holds the essence of who she is. Before you place a label on a sister based on what you need and what you want from her, get to know her name. And sisters, reclaim what is rightfully yours, and that's your name. Cherish it. Embrace it. Love the sound of it. Love you. Say your name. Whenever we're blessed to see another day, we're given another chance to learn something new about ourselves. And that lesson doesn't start and end with us, but it's something to be passed on to others so that when they learn to say our name, they'll receive a glimpse of the depth of who we are. So again, I say, reclaim your name. We have to take back what was given to us in the very beginning. It was given to you. It belongs to you. My name was given to me by my very first teacher, my mother. She was my original instructor. She blessed me with the name Deborah, aka Debb. This Sunday is the day that has been set aside to celebrate and honor those women that have served as mothers in our lives. Being a mother goes way beyond giving birth to a child, but mothers are those rare jewels that sacrifice their time and their own needs and wants for their children. A mother nurtures, shares, gives, holds, guides, loves us unconditionally, and accepts us for who we are. When you're showing out, it's a mother's glaring look that can put you in check without her even saying a word. And it's also a mother's love that just seems to make everything right, no matter how wrong it may be. Of course, none of us are perfect, including our mothers, but God knew that my mother would be perfect for me. And as I've grown and matured, I've watched our relationship change from my mother being my teacher to those adolescent days when I felt like we were speaking two different languages because I didn't believe that she really understood how I was feeling or what I was trying to say, to those teenage years when she couldn't tell me anything because I thought that I knew everything. And finally, as an adult and a mother to my children, I'm now able to appreciate what being a mother is all about. I see her in a completely different perspective as a grandmother who adores her grandchildren. But she will forever be my first teacher, the woman who named me and my mother. And so I've learned to reclaim my name. I wear it with pride because in doing so, not only am I defining who I am, but I honor her. And if your mother's no longer on this side of eternity, she is, in essence, in you, and you carry her wherever you go. Allow your honor and love for her to go beyond a national holiday, but honor them, love them, and respect mothers by the way that you live, for they are women that were chosen by God for us. And in knowing that, reclaim your name. So here's your homework assignment. Honor your mother by reclaiming your name. In doing so, you are acknowledging her, and you're taking hold of the power of the name that you've been given. And you may be asking, well, Deb, how do I start to reclaim my name? Today, when you have the opportunity, I want you to stand in front of a mirror. Look yourself in the eye and pass on some encouragement to the woman that's staring back at you by saying your name and telling yourself one amazing, positive truth about you. I truly believe that you have to learn to encourage yourself instead of waiting and hoping that someone else will do it for you. Your encouragement, it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thesis. All it takes is a dose. Something as simple as the beauty of your eyes, the joy of your smile. Congratulate yourself on making it through another day. Find one reason to encourage yourself, and then it will lead to another and another. That's how you begin to reclaim your name. All right, that's your dose for today. I hope that this has encouraged you as you are on your journey. Now, last week, if you recall, an opportunity was offered to all of our listeners to receive a gift in the form of a contest. The contest was simply this. The first 5 listeners to text me their first and last name along with the quote from the dose would be entered into a drawing to receive an autographed copy of my devotional workbook, Celebrate You, the Phenomenality of You. Again, the response was incredible. It was beyond exciting to see the various quotes that were sent to me. And as time goes on, I'll be using those responses in a very special way. And I'll be sure to keep you posted. But now, once again, let's announce our 5 finalists. From the great state of South Carolina, we have Miss Rachel. From the great state of Texas, we have Miss Veronica. Miss Judith comes to us from the great state of Arkansas. Miss Gail resides in the great state of Texas. And last but certainly not least, Miss Monica comes to us from the great state of New York. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the inaugural contest of A Dose of Debb is Miss Judith from Arkansas. Congratulations, Miss Judith. Today, I'll be contacting you so that your autographed copy of Celebrate You, the Phenomenality of You can be sent to you right away. Again, congratulations. Now, here's another opportunity for you to win an exciting gift. In order to give everyone the chance to win, previous winners are not eligible for this contest. The first 5 listeners to text me their first and last name along with a quote from this dose will be entered as a finalist to receive a $25 Walmart gift card. Again, it has been a pleasure to talk with you, and I'm looking forward to our next segment. If you're going to enter this contest, please be sure to send me that text. The phone number is 210-388-8784. Again, that phone number is 210-388-8784. In the meantime, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. My email address is Debb, that's D-E-B-B, at Deborah, DEBORAHR, Houston, like Houston, Texas.com. And my website address is www.deborahrhouston.com. You've just received another exciting and powerful dose from yours truly, Debb Houston. I encourage you to spread the word about A Dose of Debb, where it's all about revolutionizing the inner woman. You've been blessed. Now be a blessing.